I'm gonna have to nickname this thing the Swamp Thing. No, just kidding. I got a use for this. Deer hunting season is coming. I mean, put this over my head and deer might step right on top of me. Nothing gets wasted around here. Welcome back. Today we got a lot of flail mowing to do, and I haven't been on the property for at least 2 years, you know, since my surgery. I'm gonna show you what I'm up against. Okay, I got 4 different locations where I can cut into the trails that I've already made, but they've kind of grown over. Check this out. I mean, this is where I came in just to clear so I could walk back here. But, you know, I gotta go down that way. And it hooks to the left there. And then I got another entrance over here. Here's the other entrance that loops around. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like there's already trees down there. So this loops around to that other point that I just showed you. And then this is the beaver pond. And then down at the base of the beaver pond, where the dam is kind of holding the water back, this top of the dam right here, there's another trail. I stopped right here so I can walk in here and show you. And that leads to the back part of the property, which is up on that hill over there. And then there's another trail that goes to the left that was on that steep hill that I never finished. That's what I'm up against. When I got here, the grass was like 2 feet tall, so that was the first task of the day. I already cleared the courtyard camping area, and I got the tractor loaded up, ready to go, all greased. Got the chainsaw this time because I don't know what's going to be back there. And every time I assume nothing's on the trail, there's always a tree down. Got my chain. I figured I'd just bring the pallet forks so I could push things out of the way and use the chain to pull things if I have to. I'm gonna get my loppers so that while I'm on the tractor, if there's any branches that are gonna hit me, I can cut them down. Loppers. Well, I almost forgot one more piece of the puzzle here. We got this back trail. We call it the butterfly sanctuary kind of deal. I don't know. A lot of butterflies like to hang out. There's raspberry bushes back here, a lot of milkweed. And let me show you here. I cut in this far so that I can go through this stuff. I mean, look how thick this stuff is. I mean, this, if you can see it, it's almost as tall as me back here. And this trail kind of goes to the left there, around, and then it comes all the way back to the beginning here where there's like a fire pit or a burn area. You know, it used to be a burn area. I haven't burnt there in a long time, but there's like a big sandy patch right there where you can burn brush. But now that all these trees have grown in, I don't really burn back here anymore because I don't want to catch all this on fire, especially all that dead stuff over there. Here's the other part that loops around from the butterfly sanctuary, and it comes this way. Oh man, the bugs are crazy. I'm hoping this video will show you that the flail mower can deal with, I mean, tall grass, a lot of stuff actually, you know. You'll see, I'll just run through it all, but I use a head net and long socks. I don't know if you can see those socks. I mean, anyways, because you know, it rained a lot this year and there's probably ticks and there's been a lot of deer flies so far. So you're not gonna be able to see my face while I'm doing this because I'll be in the thick of it. I'll just have the cameras rolling and you know, so you'll see what you see, I guess. Let's get started. been cutting branches off as I go. But this one, it's a small little tree, but I can't get through here. So, well, it looks like an oak tipped over here. I'm gonna cut through here because we got to go through there. Here I'm using the pallet forks to push the material down so I can run over it. If you can get on top of it and get it over to the flail mower, it'll chop it up. This is mostly softwood anyway. In the future, I'm gonna have to make me one of these. This is the flail mower view of what I just pushed over with the pallet forks. The only thing I wish I could change about the flail mower is that roller. It seems to push material down to the ground, and it's hard to get the blades to catch it, so I have to go over it a bunch of times. That sound you just heard was the U-joints. If you don't have the right angle on the top link, it'll sometimes bind up the drive shaft when you lift up the mower. I know it seems like it's going kind of slow, but you need to give it time to chop everything up. And if you were doing this by hand, you'd be going a lot slower than this. Now we're at the back of the property, and Jamie's going to follow me in the ATV so you can see what I'm going through. Here I'm trying to show you how I use my slotted holes on my 3-point hitch stabilizer bars. In most cases, if you have a 3-point hitch mower attachment, you should be putting it in a rigid setting for your stabilizer bars, but I think the Flail mower, there's an exception, because with it being flexible to go back and forth in the slotted holes, it gives you a chance to adjust if you're hung up on a tree or if you're making a tight turn. Doesn't dig up the ground as much. Let me know what your opinion is in the comments. We try to keep the trails pretty narrow and not cut too many trees down. That way it keeps it shaded and the ground cover doesn't get crazy. Well, this tree is in the way, so we're going to have to cut this up at least a little bit to get it out of the way. We need to kind of go over to the left over there. I don't know if you can see that. I usually don't try to run over the oak branches because it's a hardwood and there's a chance of it jamming up the blades and ruining belts. So I just throw that stuff off the side of the trail. I'm gonna get that tree down when I get the proper gear. I just want to clear the way because this is a flail mowing video, so that'll be a tree cutting video. Later on that day we ran into another one, and this one's a big one, so we'll just have to take that down in another video. Man, it's like a nice rolling pin right here. I can roll some cookies out, some cookie dough. It's kind of amazing. All that grass got on the roller, but it didn't get on the hammer blades. The hammer blades are in pretty good shape considering I hit this rock. And I also ran over some metal and got it twisted up in there.